What's going on, you guys? Flow, overcome, evolve. Yes, it's that time again. What time do you think it's time for? You might be asking. Or what do you think it's time for, right? I said, thank the Lord. What time do you think it's time for? There we go. What? The weekly forecast. Oh, okay. Yes. The weekly forecast for the week of March 8th through the 14th of 2020. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever time of the day I have caught you in. I have caught you. Yes. So, with that being said, happy birthday to all the Pisces. Past, present, future days, whatever. Your birthday just passed. Happy belated. Your birthday's today. Happy birthday. Your birthday's in the next couple of days. Actually, let me see something here. Yes. So I have till March 20th to go ahead and get your celebrations out the way, okay? I had to look that up. All right, with that being said, of course, I like to start in the element of the season that we're currently in, which is, like I said, it's Pisces season. So we're going to go ahead and start with water signs. So I'm going water, fire, air, and then earth, okay? So with that being said, let's begin. We're going to start with the elemental reading, which is the reading for the water signs overall for the week of March 8th through the 14th of 2020. Now, I'm just doing a regular one card pull, all right? So, for the elements pull, I am using, of course, the dark mirror and the Starseed Oracle. This is a beautiful deck, by the way. All right, so for the water signs, my first card that I pulled from the Starseed Oracle, and this is things you may want to look for, water signs, things that are underlining issues or things that just are obviously seen, or some issue that you may have this week, is wait. It's not time yet. Things are being woven. So water signs, this is telling me that you guys need to exercise some type of patience this week. Be careful. You see some things happening, just wait. You know, things may not look as awesome as it seems, but it is what it is. Exercise some type of patience this week for the week of March 8th through the 14th. And know that everything's going to be all right. Now, the issue that you may not be aware of subconsciously that may be holding you back is downcast pride. Perhaps you're trying to hastily make moves because you're not afraid of, you're not proud of what you did in the past. It's okay. You're not going to make those same mistakes you did in the past. Opportunities that presents itself, you're better equipped mentally to even handle that, okay? So push that out your mind, water signs, and be patient. Be patient. Oops, I don't have my long stick here because you know I like to prop these up. Dragon, you hit me out. No, not being disrespectful. We have something going on here. They're helping me out. All right. So we're gonna start with cardinal, fixed, then mutable. So the cardinal sign for the water signs for the week of March 8th, March 8th through the 14th of 2020 is, yes, you're right, Cancer. So what do I have for Cancer, you might be asking for this week? Mind. Woo, that mind is running really chaotic. So, Cancer, it looks like you're going to be really battling some First thing that came to mind was ideas. You're not going to be sure whether or not your ideas are relevant to what you're trying to do. Don't get fixated on what's going on in your head. Don't overanalyze things that are going on this week, okay? You need to just flow and be patient. Let things kind of unfold for you. The problem with you, Cancer, is you like to hastily move. You need to pump your brakes more, okay? Don't worry about what other people think of you. You need to be more concerned with what is going on around you, not around you. Well, yeah, you need to pay attention to what's going on around you and how it pertains to you, rather. Try not to get mixed up in any BS this week. Stay away from things that are potential red flags. Like you feel this thing going on within you, like you approach a situation or something and things feel off. That's a warning sign, okay? Stay away from those triggers. Also, like I said, just you need to get out of your own mind thinking that what's going on, there's some type of timetable or something. Stop trying to control it. Just go ahead and let it flow. Wait, exude some type of patience. Well, not exude, but really exercise some type of patience this week. That is very important, because if you leap too soon, things may not unfold like they're supposed to. You may not reap all the benefits or reward if you hastily jump. All right. Other things to look for. The universe is encouraging you to do this because this is going to complete some type of cycle. So the more you sit there and let things unfold for you, the bigger and brighter, the more contrast that your picture will have. You already understand the bigger picture, but you're living in whatever it is you're living in. You're just seeing it. You're not seeing the forest for the trees because you're right there in the midst of it. But keep in mind the bigger picture on what you're trying to get done, and just really be patient this week, Cancer, all right? And that is your read for the week of March 8th through the 14th of 2020. All right, so now, like I said, cardinal fixed immutable. So who's the fixed sign of the water signs, you might be asking? Yeah, that's me. Scorpio. I have your reading for the week of March 8th through the 14th of 2020. So what's the message for the Scorpios this week? Oh, we are the world. Scorpio. Good job on paying attention to those little details, looking at the things that are bigger than yourself. Congratulations on that. But you need to still exude some type of patience as well. Pump your brakes with this current person, place, thing, or idea that you are working on for this week, for the week of March 8th through the 14th. It's really going to help you to be even more patient, because this thing is about to come to a close. This is really important. Pay attention to the signs, pay attention to your intuition this week, because what you're trying to put in place is actually really taking off. It's blooming, it's blossoming like, you need it to. So congratulations on that. And the solution of what to look for, wide open in reverse. So pay attention to that too. You don't need to close yourself to new ideas, okay? This is telling me that you have been closed off to new ideas. You're reverting back to your old ideology or the old way of viewing things. You need to break out of that, okay? Just because things look similar doesn't mean they're the same thing, okay? Yes, you're supposed to be paying attention to things. If you haven't learned the lesson the first time, when it came around, it comes around the second time, then you're supposed to be really paying attention to those details so you won't make the same mistakes. But this is a false reality right here, because you've had some stuff that happened and now you feel like things I shouldn't be making these type of mistakes. I'm too old to be doing this way, blah, blah, blah. No. You really need to be more fluid. What do I always say? Flow, overcome, evolve, right? That's exactly what you need to be doing. Just remember my voice. Okay? Flow, overcome, evolve. That's all you got to do this week, Scorpio. That's it. It's too easy. It's literally that easy. All right? So that's the forecast for Scorpio for the week of March 8th through the 14th of 2020. And finally, we have Pisces. Pisces for the week of March 8th through the 14th of 2020. What do we have for Pisces, you might be asking? Totality in reverse. Meaning you need to be deading some situations. You need to be tying up loose ends. I don't know. I think I said this last week that you need to tie up some loose ends. It looks like you haven't been tying up those loose ends, Pisces. Shame on you. You need to be doing whatever you need to do to get rid of this third party energy. Person, place, or thing. Your thoughts are wandering onto something else that's irrelevant, and you need to be focused on the task at hand. Okay? You're doing this out of impatience. Don't do that. Do not jump the gun faster than you know you need to jump the gun. Also, you need to focus your thoughts more. I'm feeling a lot of out of place, wayward, chaotic energy. Chill out on that and really hyper focus on your task, your goal at hand. That is really, really important for you for the week of March 8th through the 14th, 2020. Really hyper focus on what you need to do. Because Pisces, we know you have a tendency to daydream and be all over the place. You really also need to make sure that you are making solid decisions. Once you make the decision, stick with it. There is no wavering back and forth, especially with these two energies that you're currently kind of battling with, so to speak. Battling with. Tighten up, Pisces, all right? And that is the water signs forecast for the week of March 8th through the 14th of 2020. All right, so now we're moving on to the fire signs for the week of March 8th through the 14th of 2020. So, what do I have for the fire signs, you might be asking? One thing that you guys really need to focus on or be on the lookout for this week is breath of the cosmos. My will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. All right? My will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. So it looks like you really need to pay more attention to detail this week for the week of March 8th through the 14th, 2020. All right? Really pay more attention to detail, pay more attention to things that are around you, because they are really directly affecting more than you realize, more than you know, okay? Things that you may not be aware of subconsciously. Addicted. So there's something that you're really hyper focusing on, and there's something that you're not paying attention enough to. So here, you really need to pay more attention to those relevant details versus what it is that either that you're trying to control or something that is dead. It really needs to come out of your life. You see this? You see that chain? And you see this person looks like they're decaying. Look at it. He's a skull. Be aware of that, okay? Fire signs, seriously, for the week of March 8th through 14th, 2020. All right. So now I'm moving into each individual sign. Of course, you know I start with the cardinal, then fixed, then mutable. So for the cardinal sign for the fire signs for the week of March 8th through the 14th, 2020 is Aries. So Aries, what did I pull for you, you might be asking? Hummingbird, 6 of branches. All right, so Aries, You guys have really, really, really worked hard for the past week. So guess what? Congratulations. You have a celebration, a victory for all your hard work and determination. Hummingbird, 6 of branches. Great job. Keep that shit up. Whatever you've been embarking on, whatever journey, well, excuse me, not journey, but whatever task that you've really been working on, you are definitely going to see results of that for this week. So, yes, continue to stay focused. Continue to keep in mind that you're supposed to be going with the flow of things, and pay attention to those very, very intricate details of this project that you're working on for the week of March 8th through the 14th, 2020. So, what to look for? Trust in magic in reverse. This is telling me that you guys, yes, y'all know y'all are super powerful. You know that whatever you set your mind to, you would do it. But you're not believing in your true power 100%. You waver back and forth as to whether or not when you make a certain decision with something, you're not really taking into consideration how powerful you truly are or how you can shift these things in your life, okay? You need to change your mindset. You need to change whatever process or way of thinking for this person, place, thing, or idea that you have been working on in the previous weeks, and know that whatever you set your mind to, this card's supposed to be this way. This is what you're supposed to be focused on. You have that victory. It's like a loop, okay? You have the victory. You trust more in your inner power, all right? So that's for the week of March 8th through the 14th of 2020. Now, the next sign that I will be focused on for the fire signs is your fixed sign, which is Leo. Leo. So what did I pull for Leo, you might be asking? The 7 of feathers. The 7 of feathers, or the 7 of swords, is basically saying that you need to be alert to any type of deception or something this week for the week of March 8th through the 14th of 2020. You may be faced with someone who may be showing you this one thing, but in all actuality, it's actually perceived to be something else. Pay attention to the details, such as synchronicities. You might have some type of feeling or something like that. Really pay attention to that, because that's going to be important as to what move you're going to make next and what direction you need to flow in. So, solution or what to look for: embrace the dark in reverse. So things, like I said, are going to be revealed to you. Pay attention to those hunches, those ideas, that funny feeling, any synchronicities, things like that. That's going to be really important to know exactly what direction that you need to move in for the week of March 8th through the 14th of 2020. And finally, we will be moving for, we're going to be going into Sagittarius for the week of March 8th through the 14th of 2020. And what did I pull for Sagittarius? The scarab beetle, 10 of branches, or this is 10 of wands for you guys who study tarot. So what does the 10 of branches signify, you might be asking? You need to be embracing the process of change, all right? So pay attention to the changes that are going on. Don't try to control anything. And in all actuality, you need to be embracing those changes. Be more fluid in what you're doing, and then make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do, all right? So just be mindful and try not to control things yourself. What you're supposed to be doing is going with the flow with the processes for the week of March 8th through the 14th of 2020. So what's the solution or what to look for? Heed your dreams. Heeding your dreams is basically paying attention to those hidden ideas or anything like that, something that you're supposed to be looking at. If there are things that you are supposed to be viewing in your dreams, like if you're asking your higher self, you're asking God's source, you're asking the higher powers for some type of message or something, then you need to make sure that you're paying attention to what is being presented to you for this week, the week of March 8th through the 14th of 2020. All right. So don't be sitting there ignoring your intuition and you're asking for solutions to a problem and you're giving those solutions and then you blatantly ignore them. Don't do that, Sagittarius. All right. So now we're moving into the air signs for the week of March 8th through 14th of 2020. So what are we pulling for the air element before I get into the air signs individually? Called. Soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. Air signs, you need to step up. Step up more so into your spirituality. Step up into the higher calling of your life. You should be working very, very hard towards this anyway, because you've been seeing subtle signs saying, hey, it's time to elevate and evolve and evolve and evolve. So what may be holding you up subconsciously that you may not be aware of? Queen of my world in reverse. So you've let go of this ideology. Queen of my world, that feels like a matriarchal figure, like a mom, an auntie, a grandmother. Could be a teacher, could be some type of boss. Anyone who ranks really high, who's a female or feminine figure, because it could be a male that exudes a great deal of femininity. Okay? This person, or even a male who has a nurturing spirit, doesn't necessarily have to be, really feminine or whatever. So you're supposed to be embarking on a higher calling, okay? Pay attention to those synchronicities, those signs that are pointing you in that direction, and go for it. Stop holding yourself back, because this could be you too. Stop, because the feminine aspect of you is more of the emotional side. Also, males or females, it does not matter. This could be your emotional side, and it seems like you've kind of finally slowly let that go. All right, so stay focused and make sure you are aware that you're supposed to be working more towards your higher calling for the week of March 8th through the 14th of 2020. All right, so now we're moving into cardinal, fixed, and immutable. So for the air signs cardinal, we have Libra. So what are we pulling for Libra for the week of March 8th through the 14th of 2020? King of Cups. Ooh, that's a powerful card. So whatever you're embarking on this week, Libra, it's going to give you a lot of emotional stability, a lot of emotional growth. I mean, these are things that you really, really, really should be very proud of, because you're finally getting that stability emotionally that you need, even though you may feel like you don't have any emotions. Oh, yes, you do. You just don't pay attention to them. Okay? So now, make sure that you're paying attention to what's going on around you, because keep in mind your cards were saying that, you're looking to level up. You got to start paying attention to your higher purpose and going with what it is that your synchronicities or the signs have been showing you. All right. And that's for the week of March 8th through the 14th of 2020. All right. So what is it that you should be looking for? The solution, or what you could be dealing with for this week. Ishtar's Lion Gate. Look at that, 888. So, like I said, higher purpose. Look at that. That's a doorway. Lion's Gate. You need to be going through with emotions and making sure that you're doing whatever it takes to live out your higher purpose, because all these doors are opening for you, and you really need to make sure that you're paying attention to the signs. You are really in on the verge of a spiritual awakening. Things are going to be shifted more so in the spiritual aspect of you and really growing you up. But you're going to get some emotional stability along with this shift, okay, Libra, for the week of March 8th through the 14th, 2020. So be ye not afraid. Things may be shaking up for you this week, but don't worry about that, all right? And that's Libra's reading. Now we're moving on to Aquarius for the week of March 8th through the 14th of 2020. So what did I pull for Aquarius, you might be asking? The 9 of Cups, or chalices. It's more like chalices, right? The 9 of Cups for the week of March 8th through the 14th. Looks like you guys have something that you actually are on the verge of a breakthrough. All right. You have some good news coming to you. Things are really showing you, like the overall elemental card, that is a big shift for you as well. And you need to be on the lookout for those different signs and stuff. You really need to hyper focus on what it is that you need to manifest. Whatever goals that you need to accomplish this week, they will be very successful. And you got to think about, we are undergoing a full moon right now. So you have that energy to work with as well. Look at this. You see that full moon in this card right here? That's actually what that is. Those are the moon phases also. So be on the lookout of that. Coast is clear for you. Go ahead and do your thing. Do whatever it is that makes you happy. Don't give 2 F's about it, and keep it moving, all right? So the solution, or what to look for this week also, Dakini of Infinite Light. You got some light being shed on a situation, okay? It's letting you know that the coast is clear. You've been paying attention to what you need to pay attention to. You've been waiting patiently to make the right move. And now it's time for you to move. Do it. Go for it. Go. This is what dreams are built on. Okay. This is what you need to be doing. So make sure that, like I said, it's a beautiful week for you. Pay attention to the signs, because this is a level up for you. Any emotional instability that you had in the past, which the energies weren't really gearing in that direction, you actually are going to gain a lot of emotional stability, even though y'all claim y'all don't have emotions. But this is what is up for Aquarius. You guys are doing a great job. Make sure you are still paying attention to those signs. Make sure you are paying attention to any synchronicities. And when you see synchronicities, numbers that match, cars, birds, whatever, pay attention to your thoughts around that time too, because that's also letting you know in which direction that you need to flow, okay, Aquarius? And that is for you for the week of March 8th through the 14th of 2020. And finally, we are moving into Gemini. Gemini, what do we have for Gemini for this week of March 8th through the 14th of 2020, you might be asking? We have the 8 of, these are like sticks. What are these? Wands. Here we go. Thank you. The 8 of Wands. So what is the 8 of Wands signifying for Gemini for the week of March 8th through the 14th, 2020. So basically, this is saying the energy that you sent out is coming back. I sigh because Gemini, it could have been both types of energy that you sent out there, and now it's coming back to you. So whatever good energy, I'm going to start out on a good note, whatever good energy you put out there in the universe is definitely coming back to you. And it's for your higher good, your greatest good, okay? But if you send any malicious energy out there as well, that's going to hit you also. So you have definitely got to pay attention also, because the things that will be happening this week is pretty much going to be a bit of a trigger for you, either good or bad, okay? So if you sent out positive vibes and was working on your highest self, your greater good for this week of March 8th through the 14th, 2020, you are going to get those back tenfold. Congratulations. However, if you haven't been working on this person, place, or thing in the right direction like you were supposed to, then it's going to be kind of like a reset button. The universe is going to fix it to where you can start over and redeem yourself, all right? So the solution, or what to look for, Isofa. You're going to be receiving something. It goes back to this card. So this is without a shadow of a doubt, going to happen with you guys, because you're supposed to be working on your highest potential, your greatest good. So whatever, as this is implying, this is basically confirming this card, you're going to be receiving that gift or whatever it was that you put it back out there. Out there, you're going to receive it back, okay? So I hope y'all been doing what y'all supposed to. Like I said, if you haven't, this is going to be the chance to redeem yourself. So go and get the karma out the way, start over, start on a better note, okay, Gemini? And that is for the week of March 8th through the 14th of 2020. And finally, we are into Earth signs for the week of March 8th through 14th of 2020. So for the overall element, I pulled, this is interesting, Earth pulsing, pulse of mother, slow down, time and nature. So Earth signs, you guys really need to spend more time out in your element. You need to take that 15 minutes I'm always harping about. Really go out there and ground. A lot of you guys really, really, really need to ground. What may be holding you back subconsciously? Well, something that you're unaware of. Oh, let me turn this. This is not centered. Or it could be my table. Colorless angel. So maybe there's somebody out there telling you, hey, you don't need to do this, or why do you spend so much time doing that? And a lot of it has a lot to do with your goals. Tell that person to go beat themselves, okay? Number one. Number two, it's okay to just focus on yourself. It really is. It's fine. What did I say? It's okay to say no? Yeah. So you may be saying more no's than yeses this week. It's okay. Don't feel some type of way about it. A person feels some type of way about you saying no to them, it is what it is. Because at the end of the day, can't nobody take better care of you than you. All right? And that's for the week of, that's Earth elements for the week of March 8th through the 14th of 2020. So now I'm moving to the cardinal fixed and then mutable for the Earth signs for this week. All right? So the first sign, the cardinals for the Earth signs, is Capricorn. So what do I have for Capricorn, you might be asking? The Three of Swords in reverse. Y'all see that? Look, this card been working, boy. So anyway, that third party energy for that person, place, or thing that perhaps may have been sabotaging you or even distracting you, it's now freeing itself from you. Okay? It may have something to do with this, like what I read for the earth elements for the week of March 8th through the 14th of 2020. Great job. It's finally just freeing itself from you. Okay? But keep in mind, stay away from gossip, stay away from things that no longer serve you, because this energy could come back around. What's the solution or what to look for? Own your power, Raven Magic. All right? Also, hold yourself accountable too, because you may have been a big factor in this thing that was pulling you in the wrong direction. And now things have kind of evened themselves out for this week, for the week of March 8th through the 14th, 2020. This is the universe saying, okay, you know what? Just make sure you do your due diligence and really seek inward, in nature, as to what it is that you need and you truly want. I want, yeah. Focus your energy on that thing instead of things that no longer serve you. All right? And that is for Capricorn for the week of March 8th through the 14th of 2020. So now we're moving into the fixed sign for earth signs for the week of March 8th through the 14th of 2020. So what sign is that, you might be asking? It's Taurus. So what do we have for Taurus for this week, the week of March 8th through the 14th of 2020? The 7 of Cups. What is this saying? You got a lot of choices and decisions that you got to make. Actually, you got a lot of choices that will lead you to an emotional stability. However, you Ray Charles to it, you don't see nothing. You don't really see how many choices that you have available for you. But don't be blinded by that. Really pay attention to what direction you really want to go in and make the decision. Stick with it, which you guys normally don't go back and forth. Y'all are solid. It just takes y'all a very long time to make a damn decision. You ain't got to take that long. Go ground yourself. Contemplate on your goal and what it is that you really want, or goals. You have many, many options. A lot of these will give you great success if you pay attention to your intuition. If not, let's see, solution of what to look for. Hold on. Possum, strategy. Look at that, strategy. Have a backup plan. You have a backup plan. This is saying just pay attention. Pay attention to your choices that you have available for you. And yes, make a backup plan. So if that first one fails, if that first one fails, at least you have something to back it up so you can ensure your success. And this is for the week of March 8th through the 14th of 2020 for Taurus. And finally, we are moving into the mutable sign for the earth signs for the week of March 8th through the 14th of 2020. And what do we have for Virgo? The 4 of Pentacles. Interesting. What is this saying? What do squirrels normally do? They store up stuff for the winter, right? So they work really hard at doing it, right? Right. Your hard work and determination have not gone unnoticed. Keep in mind, though, the decisions that you're making and what you're working towards. Make sure you're not getting caught up into trivial, materialistic matters, all right? So make sure that whatever you're working hard towards is not superficial. You really need to make sure it's for your greatest good and make sure you're grounding, okay? Make sure you're getting out of nature, or make sure you're taking that 15 minutes to yourself. That is vital for you. A solution or what to look for this week. Koala, empathy. Speak less and listen more. So while you're making these decisions and making sure that they aren't materialistic in nature, be more empathetic to the people and your environment around you, okay? Your immediate environment. See what it is that you truly need, not want, okay? And make a decision based on those, I don't want to say facts, but the evidence that's presented before you or any type of information that's presented before you for your greatest good, for your greater good. All right? Because we always try to be better than what we were the day before and all that, yada, 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 right? Yes, you want to be the best you, the best version of yourself. So speak less and listen more to your environment, and make sure that whatever it is that your goals that you're setting aren't 100% materialistic in nature. Because at the end of the day, we are human. We like shiny things, but don't let that be the solid foundation of your decisions, okay? It's all right to have a little glitter every now and then. And that's for Virgo for the week of March 8th through the 14th of 2020. I hope that these readings have helped all of you out. Like, comment, subscribe, because I know a lot of you guys who are looking at these haven't subscribed to me yet. Hit that subscribe button down below. That one. Yep, that was right there. Hit that one down below. And leave me a comment. Give me some feedback if you like this format that I do. Yes, I love it. If you feel like I should improve on some things, hey, Bridget, you would really improve. You would really like get more X, Y, and Z if you did this. I don't care. I'm open to all criticism or praise. All right? It only makes me better. All right, flow, overcome, evolve. I love you all. Have a good day.